Common scenarios for your homepage. So the homepage probably has the most options available from Google in terms of features. The very first one here we're going to talk about is the search action. So on the right hand side you get a visual idea of what it is that you can possibly get from the search box. And so what it does is in the search results page you actually have this new search feature to search within the site. So for Pinterest here you would be looking for pizza within Pinterest's own search mechanism. So it's a tie-in between your site's on-site search feature from the Google homepage. So it's a quick way for people to find more specific bits of pages within your website. And it does require that you have some sort of search feature on your webpage. And with WordPress, for instance, it comes with its own search feature, so you can just tie that in fairly easily with the plugin. So this it also relies, though, on the fact that this doesn't show up for every site that produces the search action. So the evidence has shown that Google will only enable the feature for those sites that have the correct markup, but also have a lot of traffic, around 100,000 page views per month. So you need to be quite a large website before this will actually take hold. The next page will show here the technical way in which you would do it, and this is how you would mark up your search action for your homepage. So you need to declare it on the website as the type, the URL for your homepage, and the name. The potential action must have a search action type. The target is for essentially where the that input box for in the prior page was pizza. So where in the URL is pizza going to go so that it triggers the search action on your website. So you can see here the pattern of HTTPS, Hunch Manifest, and then you have the question mark S equals that search term. So if I were just to enter that URL in on my browser, I would also get the search results for that. And then the query input, this is you have to follow the documentation if you're going to make any modifications to this, but it's basically saying it requires the name, and then that name is equal to the search term string, which is then put into the target. So it's kind of technical, but it's pretty easy. Once you, especially if you have WordPress, you can use the Yoast WordPress SEO plugin, or you can use Schema App to create this manually and put it in your site. For homepage, there's a number of content features which you can enable. So these are all in the custom knowledge graph area of the Google Structured Data developer section, and they include the logos. So for your corporate logo, your corporate contact information, or your social profile links. And so this would typically be on your home page, but it doesn't have to be in the home page. Other pages, such as your About page, are also fine in case the home page doesn't make sense for you. Here we have the logo and social links. So the logo, fairly easy to do. You have for an organization or any of its subtypes, you would add the logo and then the URL to that logo. For the social links, you use the same as. So same as is a property that tries to describe a link to some third party or some other website with information about the exact same topic. So this topic here is Hunch Manifest, and so what we're talking about is an organization that is also also similarly represented by this LinkedIn profile or this Twitter handle, this Google Plus page and Facebook page. So those are other representations of that same thing. So that's why you would use the same as, and this is the way you can create these social links. Social links would show up in the knowledge graph on the right-hand side of your search results page. Contact point, this is the a way in which you can create like a toll-free or your sales support or maybe your 24/7 emergency hotline or some other types of contact methods can be created like this. And these also can show up in your knowledge graph results pane on the right-hand side. So this one here, we have the customer service. The contact option is toll-free, and we have the telephone number, and is serving the United States and Canada. So there's other options you can read into the documentation. You might want to put like, maybe there's other features for the I don't know, for the deaf, I guess, and for some other people, and they have other features there. So you have to look into the documentation. I'm going to show you some examples. So this, again, we were looking at this in a prior lesson. For this website, you can see the home page has a number of use cases which are valid. So the logo, social profile links, corporate contacts, and it also has a reviews rich snippet and the site link search box. So the search box comes from the website. You can see that it's valid. The logo comes from this is a subtype of organization, and it has the logo, and it has the same as for the social profile links, and then the corporate contact comes from this contact. We have two of them. We have a toll-free customer support, and we have an emergency contact line as well. The reviews rich snippet I didn't mention, but it's the case for this one that we're pulling in the aggregate reviews for this company and linking it through a URL to where the source of those reviews were. Similarly, I should show, just for a quick visual, what we're talking about. Here's three of those that we're describing. So on the right-hand side, you may use those schema markup to replace your logo, to add your customer service number, and then also for your social profile links. And so this would all come up in your search results page for your company name. So over here we have some of our things. We have our phone and whatnot. So another thing that you might want to consider if you're for your home page, if you're not an organization, you would want to describe your home page with the best thing that can best categorize the whole website. So is your site about a brand? Like perhaps it's just a brand extension of owned by your company, and maybe the whole website is just about that brand. Is it describing a person? Maybe it's just yourself. Maybe it's your personal web content and your own blog, perhaps. Is the whole website for a product or maybe a book? Like these are all like totally valid other types of classes that could best represent your website. And otherwise, you check the creative work for the different subclasses. There are a whole bunch of different subclasses of creative work that get into like web properties or other types of books and things, videos and whatnot. So it's very important that you get your homepage done with good markup. That's probably the most important page to get right.